Early origins of economic globalization came from organizations like the International Monetary Fund, which is known as IMF. IMF promoted market economies, free trade, and high growth rates. International trade is an integrating key to nations. Free trade is known as freedom from state-imposed limits and constraints on trade across borders. The General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, also known as GATT, regulates barriers to free trade. They also made new organizations like the WTO. World Trade Organizations, also known as the WTO, which took over for GATT, is now in charge of settling international trade disputes. International companies started because they wanted to extend business across the border by importation, exportation, and extraction.
Japan, China, and so-called Asian tigers underwent a dramatic economic globalization. U.S. policies jump-started the Japanese economic revival. Similar to the Marshall Plan, Japan benefited from $2 billion of direct U.S. financial and investment and war reparations. Also, there was no restriction on the entry of Japanese products in the United States. Japan wasn't ready to build their economy. However, they had a large amount of people willing to work for a cheap, to import raw materials, but could make up for the price with their cheap labor. They initially made items like textiles, iron, and steel, but they later switched to more capitalist-intensive manufacturing such as TV sets, radios, motorcycles, and cars. Four little tigers, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan were the most successful. They went through difficulties such as shortage of capital, lacking natural resources, and overpopulation. Like Japan, they turned it into their advantages. Mao Zedong started the 5-year plan and the People's Republic was established in 2001. China became a part of the WTO. Thriving Asian countries' economies died off when a financial crisis arose in 1997. Small countries were taken over by international investors who poured billions of dollars into the countries. At first, it created a series of rapid economic funding that international investors cut all ties and also. This started in Thailand in 1990.
Free trade and open market means economic interdependence, so many nations formed alliances. The most famous integrated regional bloc is the European Union. It has common markets and free trade. In March 1957, reps of 6 nations, France, West Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg, signed the Treaty of Rome, which established the European Economic Community. Later in 1967, they renamed it the European Community. The community dismantled tariffs and barriers of free trade. So the supranational organization itself, dedicated to economic and political integration by the Maastricht Treaty of 1990, which established the European Union. 15 nations are involved, and 11 have adopted a common currency. In 1960, one of the most successful economic alliances was created, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC. It was created by Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela, and they were later joined by Qatar, Libya, Indonesia, Abu Dhabi, Algeria, Nigeria, Ecuador, and Guyana. The goal was to raise the price of oil with cooperation, and the alliance proved to be economic and political. The Association of Southeastern Asian Nations, ASEAN, consisted of Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Their main goal was to accelerate economic development and promote political stability. North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, consisted of U.S., Canada, and Mexico, and their goal was to eliminate tariffs and other barriers. In conclusion, economic globalization globalization has pros such as maximizing efficiency, speedy directing of goods and services to the demand. It's the only way to prosperity. On the other hand, critics claim it destroys the environment, widens the gap between the rich and poor, and ruins both.